Excuse the editing. I am trying a brand new program, Adobe Premiere Pro. Never used it before. Very first video I'm editing with it, so I'm still learning. So bear with me. But we begin today with the criminals in question pulling up to the storage unit. Off to a great start already. They back into something that's sitting outside. And this is pretty much the tempo of the rest of this video. The guy on the left, he's defaulted on payments. He's about $7 grand behind on the unit. And he's already been given eviction papers. It's been through court, everything else like that. It's all legal, legit. The guy that just came out of the truck, he was also using the unit, running a little tint shop out of there. And the guy on the phone, he was running a little small engine repair place out of there. So they're behind. Their property's been seized as collateral. We've already removed it to a different location. Now watch this. He's got bolt cutters right there. Clear as day, bolt cutters. This is not the first time. This is the second time that they are breaking into this unit. So he's gonna cut this door open right here. He's gonna walk right in, and he's gonna just freak out because he's expecting there to be a bunch of stuff in here for him to steal, but there's not. Since the last time they broke in here, we've taken everything of decent value and moved it to a different location. It's already been seized as collateral, so it's gonna be sold off. This guy came to collect some of his stuff, but now that he sees it's not there, he's pulling out his phone and he's gonna take pictures and videos, and somehow that's gonna help him. I don't know how, but you'll have to ask him. So here's a picture of what it used to look like. On the bottom right there used to be a bunch of ATVs and quads and a bunch of stuff in there. We removed all that, minus the stuff they already stole. I'll link a different video to that. This is a clip from before. This guy knows there's cameras in here. He went right up to a camera, like face and all, just plain as day, and decided to rip out this one from the last robbery that they were in here for. So he knows there's cameras, but yet he decides to come back. Somebody please explain this to me. I do not understand. But watch him pick this thing up and smash it to the ground because he is mad. He came all this way to break into this place to steal his stuff back. It's not even his stuff anymore, and it's not here. This other guy, they go into the office for a little bit, and there's nothing in there to really steal, so they come back out. Apparently, according to him, this car still has payments he's making on it, so he kind of left it in there, not really anything that's worth a whole lot. This other guy, though, he's just grabbing anything and everything. He's gonna grab whatever he can to put in his car, whether it's his or not. He's just gonna grab it and go. So they're both making trips back and forth, just picking up anything that's not really nailed down. He's looking at a little table there. His main focus is this little workbench over here. They gotta pretty much plan out what they want to do. Now he was only renting this little area that you see in front. He wasn't really renting any other part of this building, yet he proceeds to basically scope out other parts of this building. So he's gonna go look over there for a little bit, and this other guy's gonna go back and start grabbing stuff off that shelf there. anything he can get, just anything. This guy, I'm not sure what he grabs, but he sees something in that little baby bassinet crib thing, and he grabs it. He decides he wants it, so I guess it's his now. Few more trips of this. I mean, give them points for efficiency at least. They're not wasting any time. So you can see there is still a riding mower there. I know this guy well enough to know that he's not going for the riding mower. He doesn't have the ability to move a car. And the other stuff that we chose to leave there, he's not going to be interested in. The stuff we grabbed was the stuff that actually had decent value and the stuff that he was specifically after. This goes on for a little bit. As you can see, they make a bunch of trips back and forth, just grabbing anything they can. Some of those boxes I think had spare parts for the ATVs that they were rebuilding in there. He's grabbing it, looks like a little air compressor right now. Which, I mean, I guess it's a good thing to keep in your car. Might have a low tire sometime. He sees something about his car, he's checking that out. Going inside of it. Oh, his car is torn up on the inside. Like, this thing needs serious work. It is not worth anything at all. Oh. Grabs a speaker, it looks like. And eventually they decide, we've been here, grabbed everything we wanted, and then they go sit in the car. They sit in their car and they're there long enough where the police actually end up showing up and catching them in the act. We had towed another vehicle of his and impounded it, and he asked, hey, where's that vehicle? So we knew he was there after he's had trespass warnings, and he knows that he's not allowed to be there. The police have told him he's not allowed to be there. The police have told him he doesn't have any rights to the property in there. He's been notified on all of this. It's gone through court. Everything's all legit. I can only guess what he's trying to say right now, but I know it's a bunch of lies and a bunch of excuses. But the police, they're already well aware of the situation. This is a small town, so everybody kind of knows everybody. And he has been kind of a nuisance for a while. So they're not buying it. They're not feeding into it. They're not, they know what's going on already. So watch this guy, watch this officer right here. He puts gloves on. And it could be just because he's cold, but usually gloves mean that they're about to take somebody into custody. They're about to go hands-on. So if the cop's putting gloves on, something's about to happen. So he's going to sit around. He's going to be casual for a little bit until his partner comes up in a second here. I'm sure they're just chilling out, still trying to lie their way out of this one. But this is not the first time they've broken in on camera. He's being placed under arrest right now for obviously the burglary and the trespassing. I don't know what they're gonna actually write down on all the actual paperwork, but I'm sure they'll tack on more charges later when they get through the rest of the video footage from the previous burglary. This other dude is taking pictures of everything, so I'm sure he's throwing it up on Snapchat or something, who knows. From the police's perspective, as it looks right now, there's nothing on this trailer. They don't know what was in his car when he first showed up, so it's kind of hard to prove if he took anything or not before going through the footage. And he doesn't have any trespassing issues with this property, so there's not a whole lot that they're really going to do with him right now. When this video actually gets to them, when all the raw files from all these different angles get to them, I'm expecting they'll probably lay some charges on him as well. But for right now, I'm pretty sure they're just asking him all the usual questions, identifying him, getting as much information as they can out of him to figure out exactly what's going on, or at least as much as he's willing to tell them. And they're there, as you can see, clear into the darkness, and they're willing to talk to him for a little bit. We got a bunch of cops now. They're looking at the cut lock, looking at the damage, just kind of inspecting it over. This one kind of peeks in a little bit here, and I think the previous locks that have been cut are still laying on the floor, so I think he's probably taking a peek at those. And they're here for quite a while. You can see the timestamp on the top there and kind of get a estimate on how long they've been here for. But they don't hold this guy since he was here participating in what was going on. I think they could, but at this point I think they're just gonna wait to get the video, to get the evidence, to write everything up for it, and I expect that they'll probably pick him up later. This cop is nice enough to come back and at least shut the door for us. Kudos to him. This guy, as soon as he gets the opportunity, he decides he's had enough and he's going to leave before they change their minds about letting him go. Off he goes. And the cops still sit there. They talk for a little bit, do their thing, and a little bit later, there's a sheriff's car that leaves, and a city police car that also leaves. I think there were more cars there, just not on camera because of the amount of officers there. But that's about it.